Happy Valentine's Day. It is I, Chris. It is February 14th. If you have not gotten a gift yet for your sweetie, go ahead and do so, even though Valentine's Day is just a made-up holiday. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something that, first of all, I got dressed up. I hope you see that. I got dressed up for Valentine's Day. I actually have a meeting, but whatever. It's for Valentine's Day, too. Okay, so I wanted to talk about this idea that is kicking around the internets that Joe Biden should either leave office, is going to leave office, should be pushed from office, etc., after the special counsel Robert Hur found that while he did not get charged for willfully retaining classified documents, that he concluded Joe Biden was a well-meaning old man with a poor memory. Okay, this is not going to happen, and let me tell you why. A couple reasons. One, Joe Biden is utterly convinced that he is the only person in the country who can beat Donald Trump and keep what he views as Donald Trump's democracy-endangering presidency from happening again. Yes, that is a reflection on Kamala Harris and his view of Kamala Harris. I don't think he believes that Kamala Harris could win, and she would be the de facto nominee if Joe Biden did, in fact, drop out. So there's that. He wants to run and believes he has to run. So that's fact one. Fact two, who's going to convince him that he's wrong or tell him that he needs to step aside for the good of the party? Barack Obama? I don't think so. I don't think he's going to get involved at that level. Bill Clinton? Definitely not. Jill Biden? I think she's probably the one person in the country who could say, you know what, Joe, it's better that we ride off into the sunset. But there is no way she is going to say that. Jill Biden is all in on this race, 100%. I don't see her turning around, and I don't see Joe Biden listening and being persuaded by anyone else. Fact three. I think a lot of people who talk about we just need to replace Joe Biden think of this as fantasy football. You just your Saquon Barkley is hurt that week. You go to your backup running back, you sub him in, you sub Saquon Barkley out, you hit save, and your lineup's set. It's not that easy to replace an incumbent president of the United States, right? It's just not. The idea that you just sort of sub Gavin Newsom in and everything's fine. Look, Gavin Newsom the governor of California, would have his own set of issues and problems and people who weren't happy with him in the Democratic Party. Or you sub Kamala Harris in. That is the one that makes the most sense, of course, because she's the VP. But her poll numbers are atrocious, and I'm not sure she has a better chance. In fact, I think she probably has a worse chance of beating Donald Trump than Joe Biden does. So this sort of fantasy politics where we just drop someone in and replace them with this person, it just doesn't work that way. There's a lot of logistics. There are humans involved in this. You can't just move them around like pieces on a chessboard. So I don't see this happening. Now, let me put one big asterisk. Joe Biden is 81 years old, okay? While I could go out and get hit by a bus, that's me knocking on my wooden desk that I won't, but I'm 47, could happen, right? But actuarial tables suggest you have more likelihood of dying when you're 81 than when you are 46. If Joe Biden has a God, they talk about Joe Biden not being able to say stuff, a major medical event, then yes, or a major health problem, then yes, of course, I think there would be the possibility that he would be replaced on the ballot. But barring that, I just do not see Joe Biden, who has spent his entire life wanting to be president. Remember, he ran for it 3 times, 1988, 2016, and 2008 and 2016. In 2020, my gosh, I just don't see that he is going to suddenly decide, you know what, I'm done. So that's my take. What's yours? Offer it in the comment section below. Take care.